listen friends, welcome back to my channel. If it's your first time joining, I do hope you stay, you subscribe, and you become a part of Life with Munch. If you're a returnee, thank you so much for your dedication, time, and your effort. Welcome to a new video, and I hope you enjoy watching. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys how I do my eyebrows, okay? Like how I slay these eyebrows every single time. Let me lift up my hair a bit so you guys can see the precision in my brow. One thing I will say is that I do acknowledge the fact that I have full brows. I have a lot of eyebrow hairs to work with, so when I do my eyebrows I don't struggle that much, but there is a technique that I prefer using to make my brows look a certain way, especially when I have makeup on. So I'm going to take you through a very detailed step-by-step process on how. First thing you want to do before you start doing your eyebrows is to make sure that your eyebrows are groomed. My eyebrows have grown out a bit. You can see there's like hairs over here, so that's the first thing I'm going to do. I do have a video where I show you guys how I groom my brows, so you can definitely check that video out. But just to show you the tools, I'm going to be using these two tools to groom my brows, and I will apply some Vaseline as lubrication for the grooming process, and then after that I will disinfect my tools and just the area where I was working with some rubbing alcohol. There is one brush I actually need, is a spoolie, because now that my eyebrows are groomed, I'm gonna go ahead and set my eyebrows in place using a gel. I've run out of my Got2b gel, sorry, but I have this L'Oreal Extreme Hold number 9, which works not as well, but it works pretty well. So I'm gonna apply a generous amount on my eyebrows to make sure that they are coated. We will definitely be cleaning up our brows after this. The process of letting the gel dry down is still the same. If you have a hair dryer, you can use it. If you put too much gel, like me in this occurrence, as you're working you will see like whiteness coming through, like as you can see here. It's white, but it dries down and we're gonna remove the excess, so it's nothing to be alarmed about. Another thing you can do as you're working, you can just clean up your spoolie. I'm using one of these cotton pads. What are they called? They're actually for nails, but yeah, this is what they look like. So I basically just get rubbing alcohol and then spray a generous amount, and then as I'm working I am wiping down my spoolie. Once I have used my spoolie just to give shape to my eyebrows, I'm also going to dry down the gel so it's completely dry, and then we are going to clean up the excess gel. I have rubbing alcohol here, and then I have a Q-tip, and then I'm going to dip the Q-tip in the rubbing alcohol. What I do is I clean up like that. If you are not used to grooming your brows, chances are you probably might have cut yourself a bit. So just be very cautious when you are cleaning up using rubbing alcohol, because it's gonna sting. It's gonna sting. For me right now it doesn't sting because I didn't cut myself. When working with rubbing alcohol, just be extremely careful because the eye area is very sensitive. So the next thing you want to do is just lightly dab on your eyebrows like this, and what this does is basically just removes the shine that gel normally has after you've applied it and after it dries down. Today I'm using a small street pencil. It has two sides. The one side is black and then the other side is brown. I'm going to be using the brown side. Personally, I don't like very dark eyebrows. Don't like them on me. On other people, it's fine. It's their own faces. It's your own faces. Sometimes I do like darker eyebrows. I'll insert a couple of pictures. Mainly if I feel like I want to be over the top, or if I'm going on date nights, or like just dinner with the girls and it's in the evening and I just want my eyebrows to say hello, hi, I am here, then I do darker eyebrows. But generally 80%, 90% of the time, I like very natural looking eyebrows, even if they don't look very natural, because I do my brows differently according to my makeup looks. I don't fill in anything from here till here. The only thing I fill in is the tail of my brow, because it is missing. It's not as full as the front. And I also don't like drawing like lines underneath my eyebrows. I think also because of the technique that I use, I first set my brows, then draw the pencil, and then I don't have any blending out or shading out with a spoolie. So the line is just gonna be there, and no. This gap here, like that gap that was there, it's gone. I filled it in. Those gaps like there. I'm gonna make sure I give my eyebrow a tail. Even if the tail is long, we can conceal it. We can always conceal it, but you want your tail to show, like the tail must be there. That's basically all I would do. In the event that I do darker eyebrows, I'll fill in these gaps on the top. I'll move on to concealer. Then in terms of brushes, I like to use two brushes. A sharp edge, and then the other one is an angled brush. I use two because like it, for me, it makes sense. Okay, I use the angled brush on the top to conceal the top, and then I use the sharp brush for the bottom. I just have better control over time. That's what I have gravitated towards. I used to have a flat brush. I just don't know where it disappeared to, but I would use my flat brush. That also works quite well for me. So to conceal the bottom of my eyebrow, I am going to be using the Revlon Colorstay Full Coverage Concealer in the shade 55 Chestnut. You want to give yourself some room for mistakes, if I can say. So you wouldn't necessarily start right there where I touched, just there. You would start a little further down and then work your way up. To conceal the top of my brows, I'm going to be using the Revlon Colorstay foundation in the shade 011 Caramel. You just swoop. I've been really liking curved eyebrows these days. Normally I would do like arched kind of sharp, but I've just been loving the curved eyebrow. Obviously the foundation is very thick in consistency, so if you don't like that kind of thing, then you can definitely get yourself a concealer that matches your skin tone. Done blending out the foundation at the top. If you want like a more natural brow altogether, or you don't like the extremely concealed bottom brow, what you can do is mix your foundation with some concealer just to make that shade that you've mixed maybe one shade lighter than your actual skin tone. I'm just gonna go ahead and do the rest of my face. And I'm back with a full face beat, my wig on. Let me do this so you guys can see my eyebrows. I really like my brows. I genuinely I really like my brows. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and found it informative, so much so that you're able to apply this method when doing your own eyebrows. If you did enjoy this video, please like, comment, share. I would love my channel to reach a larger audience, and most importantly, subscribe. Stay tuning into the channel. See you next time.